Good morning, children. Welcome back. So, we were seeing matter in our surroundings lesson. So far, we have seen evaporation, boiling, fusion, or melting. Such things we have seen. So, the next one, factors affecting evaporation. Already, we have seen in that last slide of last video. That is factors affecting evaporation. It is actually, this evaporation depends on temperature, surface area and weather conditions. So evaporation increases if the surface area of the water is large as the number of water molecules at the surface increases. Actually, the water molecules in the liquid, the movement of the water molecules in the liquid will be high, that we know since it is loosely packed. So this increases the probability of more water molecules breaking free on acquiring sufficient kinetic energy. So evaporation increases, surface area also increases. Next is evaporation is more as the temperature approaches the boiling point of the water. So we know what is boiling point. The point where the solid can be converted into liquid is actually melting. And what is boiling? Where the liquid that can be the point where the liquid can be changed into a vapor or gas. That is the boiling point. So this evaporation is more as the temperature approaches the boiling point of the water. The temperature increases the kinetic energy of the molecules, which also increases. This decreases the extra kinetic energy of the surface molecules required to break free or evaporate. Thus, evaporation increases. So in highly humid weather, so humidity, last video itself I told you, amount of water vapor present in the atmosphere. So evaporation decreases as the air is highly saturated. Okay, saturated is full of moisture with water molecules. Next is, as evaporation takes place, the air immediately above the surface of the water becomes saturated with water molecules. So if you are closing anything, if you are closing any hot vessel with any of the lid, you can see some water droplets present over that. So actually it is saturated with the water molecules in the surface. So these are the things that affects evaporation. So here effects of temperature on molecular motion, how the solids in cold and in hot it is differentiating their molecules. So in cold the solid molecules will be somewhat loosely packed, but in hot it is very loosely packed. Since in liquid also, in cold the force of attraction will be more comparing to hot. Next is condensation. What is condensation? We know that the process of changing a gas or a vapor to a liquid by cooling is called condensation. Here where a gas is cooled enough. So we know when steam changes into water on cooling, it is called condensation of a steam. Actually this condensation is the reverse process of vaporization. Vaporization is nothing but boiling. Okay. Next is freezing. So that is solidification, where the liquid can be converted into a solid by cooling. So when a liquid is cooled, its particles lose energy, due to which they move slowly. So if the liquid is cooled enough, that is up to freezing point. What is freezing point? Where the liquid can be converted into solid. That point can be noted as a freezing. So it's each particle stops moving and vibrates about a fixed position. At this stage, the liquid freezes and becomes a solid. In the solid also the molecules will move, but it will vibrate in the same position. Not like liquid or gas. It will move freely. In liquid and gas, molecules will move freely, but in solid, since it is having tightly packed molecules, it will vibrate in the same position. So freezing is the reverse of melting. Thus, states of matter can be changed by changing the temperature. So this is what. Still you have the fourth state of matter that we'll explain in the next video. Thank you, children.